Not everybody gets paid a minimum wage here in Germany. Of course, there is minimum wage. Right now, we're having 12 euros 82. But when it comes to minimum wages, the most important thing to know is there are always exceptions, okay? These exceptions will apply to people who are 18, who are below the age of 18, are doing a practicum and don't have no certificate course, like they don't have no certificate training program that they've done before. They cannot be demanding for minimum wage. They don't have the right to demand for it. And most employers will not pay the minimum wage. By the time the employer is doing so, they're doing so because they've seen some potential in you and out of their own good. And also, even people who are above the age of 18 and are taking up a training program, a practicum, internship, anything of that sort that is less than 3 months, nobody is going to be paying you minimum wage. If they do so, they're just doing so out of their own good, and you do also have the right to demand for it. People who are long-term unemployed, for the first 6 months of re-employment, they also don't get paid minimum wage. Only after this period, then they have the right to demand for it. People who are self-employed also don't get paid a minimum wage. Sometimes they will have to wait until their business has set foot, then they'll be able to pay themselves the minimum wage. So yes, of course, there are always exceptions to minimum wages. The most important thing to take home when it comes to minimum wages is you have to know the branch where you're coming from, because there is something in German that is called branch specific minimum wage, okay? So Mindestlohn, according to the branch where you're coming from. Take, for example, you're an electrical. You cannot be earning the general minimum wage of 12 euros 82. These people already have tariff track that particulars to their branches, okay? So you always have to know what branch you're coming from and how much is being given as minimum wage in that sector. If not, then you will be cheating yourself. And most people that are doing like mini job, these are the people that are mostly affected when it comes to minimum wage and cheating, because sometimes some employers will just tell you, we are paying you 538, like what we have as maximum for mini job right now. 538 when you want to, and you'll be working so many hours per day. So by the time you want to realize, you're doing so many hours and the employer is gaining from you. So divide this 538 by how many hours you're doing. You're not supposed to be doing more than 42 hours per month. If you're doing more than 42 hours or 538, then you're cheating yourself.